You got the answer, right?
We got the intro. I don't know how you did it. Shit, it's slow. Yeah.
Who's ready for the weekly bust? You're in
I guess
the
we're
right
live.
place if you came to
It's not playing.
It's not playing.
Oh, it was
catch
playing.
the show. Tyson and Levi are the names of your host. Who the next guest is, I really wanna know. Conversation escalating, let's get to the show. Who's ready for the weekly bust?
Tonight we got a special guest. We're gonna wait
Who's
for
ready for
Levi
the
to
weekly
jump on
bust?
camera.
You're in the right place if you came to catch the show. Tyson and Levi are the names
Our
of your host.
fan out of Germany.
Next guest is our
Sorry, there we go. We're good.
Is it Ed? I'm not entirely sure. I don't want to butcher your name any worse than I already have. What's cracking? Parker Faber, what's up, man?
All right. I'm back. What's going on?
Welcome, Saturday Night Live with the boys.
Listen up that beard, Wisconsin. You know what it is. Shout out to the boys.
This is the Weekly Buzz, Season 4, Episode 26? 27 with our special guest and our cousin straight from Washington. He's only going to be here for a night or two. He has made a long journey all the way from Washington to Montana, not necessarily to jump on the show, we surprised him, but to visit us. Tim Broin, what's up, my man?
What up, dog? Pretty good.
How you doing?
Oh, you know, just running life away.
Yeah, what does that consist of?
Well, the last 6 or 7 years, we'll be in the industry in Washington.
Yeah, doing what? Trimming, growing, all above?
Yeah, I mean, I started off, you know.
You might want to talk into the mic.
Yeah.
Right.
I started off processing, you know, like, I guess, trimming, packaging, stuff like that. Went into the delivery end of it, moved around a couple times, worked at Life Gardens, a couple different places, in Mammoth, where I delivered for probably like 6-7 months, and then started.
What does that mean, like delivering around the state? Or
Yeah, delivering around the state.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, you just deliver around the state. And, you can't go out of the state. It's illegal. So
Right.
I did that in Washington.
Well, I was just thinking maybe it was in city limits or what were you doing? So
Oh, hell no.
long travels?
Long travels, yeah. You get 16, 17 hour days.
So you were in the weed industry for 10 years?
No, like 6-7 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you ever think about getting into it yourself? Starting a business? Growing? No?
Yeah. The farms, they get.
How was the travel from here in Montana, from here to Washington?
It was good.
Washington to here.
Yeah, Burger. I think they got it, maybe. Hopefully.
I don't know. It just sounded crazy in my brain.
Was it good? Was it nice? Was it shiny? Did you go to Glacier? Where'd you go through?
No, we just took 9 years.
He said he drove by Missoula and didn't realize it was Missoula.
No shit?
And he's like, I want to stop in Missoula, but I don't know if I was driving by. I was like, well, how'd you get here from Washington if you didn't drive through Missoula?
Uh-huh.
He's like, I don't know. I went through like Lincoln, Bonner. I was like, yeah.
I
I
definitely went through
was like,
Missoula,
that, exactly.
Well,
Like, I seen an exit for each.
You don't really go through Missoula.
You go on the side of it, yeah. You bypass it.
So if you don't know, you don't know.
And Missoula, yeah, I mean, if the city lights aren't on, you ain't gonna really pay attention. You just drive right through. Yeah. You know, I was just in Washington not too long ago. It was so green there. It's crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, shit.
We killed that fan.
Oh, yeah, that fan is loud. Yeah. And for whatever reason, these mics pick up everything but your voice. Awesome, man. Well, we have a lot to catch up on and, you know, jive on. It's cool it's going to be on camera.
Oh, yeah.
That was part of the reason why I was staying so distant tonight, because I wanted pure content.
Okay.
Any topics up? If not, I'll just start us off with Tim. Who the fuck are you?
That's the first question. Either way.
Well, I was born in Missoula, Montana.
Shout
And
out.
then, I guess so.
Missoula's sick, dude. Missoula's probably that's the Lydia's.
I haven't
We
been
love
there
Missoula, dude.
since we lived there.
Wow, Missoula's huge since when we lived there, dude. Missoula's grown double the size, easy, triple the size. Yeah,
second grade.
yeah, it's fucking huge, you know. I mean, maybe not like what you're used to, but it's huge, like Montana size.
I don't live in the
When were you born? 89.
Yeah.
Yep.
January.
So you're getting old like me, man.
Yeah, it's good.
It's good.
It's really good.
Turning 30 hurts. I just told someone that recently.
Dude, I just turned 28.
Turning 24 hurt.
I don't know, man. I was still at 24. I was still fucking people up, and my body didn't hurt every time I fucking touched alcohol, and you know.
I don't drink.
Good on you, man. Absolutely, that's dope. But I'm talking at 24, I did, and it didn't hurt.
I never drank.
Now, you think about it, you fucking hurt for 2 days. Levi, you got anything going first, man? Actually, I want to hear Tim's story, man.
Yeah,
absolutely, here, man.
I got a lot to say though too.
Let's hear your story, man.
I mean, I was a chef for like 10 years out of high school, and then I came down with Mick Mars disease, you know, fucking Motley Crue.
Yeah, okay.
So Mick Mars has this weird form of arthritis called ankylosing spondylitis, and what it does is your bones fuse together. All of them.
Whoa.
Every
Richard Lay, and we talked about it.
We did talk about it. Yeah. No shit.
Yeah.
No joke. Yeah.
So, like I said,
greatest episode that we ever have done is our latest episode with Dr. Richard Lay, and it was fantastic.
Even with the fan on, just listen to the words. It's fucking good.
Oh fuck! Was the fan on the entire time?
Fan was on the entire time.
I don't. No, I usually watch most episodes 1 or 2 times, but I've been so busy. You grew up in Missoula, right?
Yeah.
How long did you grow up in Missoula?
Shit, man. I don't. Fuck, we moved around so much. I lived in Utah when I was in first grade. Came back here, then moved to Florida, then moved back to Montana, then moved down to California, finally up to Washington, where I've been the longest I've ever been.
You know, for those that don't know, you're definitely the tallest individual that I've ever met personally, right? You have lost some size since when we were kids.
Oh, yeah.
And you know, when did you start to realize that you were growing at a rapid rate like that?
I don't know, man. I guess I never really realized it until I started going to school. I guess 3rd grade.
Really?
Yeah, 3rd grade is when I started.
I kind of remember that. You know, actually, I have some fond memories because I used to stay. So when here's some background history of me and Levi. So when we left Great Falls, we moved to Missoula as well, and actually we were living on a riverbank for like 9, 10 months type of shit. And I would go to school in Missoula, but our school weeks, sometimes I would stay with Carol and John, which is Tim's parents. Well, some of my fondest memories as a kid would be me, Tim, and CJ playing Mega Man. And also, they had 2 dope-ass plastic wrestling mats, like, you know, those ones that you buy from Walmart for kids and action figures. What are you doing, my boy?
Trying to figure out why our internet's ass.
We shouldn't be on Wi-Fi at all.
We're not.
Weird.
Damn, dog. Need more gigabytes. All right, go on.
No shit. She's like, "Where's the Starlink?" No kidding.
That's right.
Are you running comments, Levi? Have those been up already? Nice.
Always.
Cool. No, some of my fondest memories were just playing action figures, man. You know, the little wrestling rings with the little cords.
Yeah,
man, that was legit, man. You had the upstairs bedroom above the fucking entry door. I remember all that shit, dude. I remember that shit like it was fucking yesterday because my memories were so fond.
And I didn't even know he lived in Missoula, so good on you.
Wow. I mean, it makes sense, actually, because you were just a baby. So, do I recall what?
the fucking creek we used to play at and build like fucking bridges across it.
They actually did have a bridge across it, if you do remember, because it wasn't much of a creek. It was like probably a sewer line or something that we fucked around in.
Just a covert.
yeah, I swear. But there was a little wooden bridge that was over the top of it that I remember. Yes, I do remember that. I also remember Austin doing something to some well back in the day. I don't remember.
Dude,
Totally blowing it up.
Broke it and fucking they called the cops on them and shit.
Yeah,
because they broke.
For some reason, that's a core memory of mine or something. Like I remember thinking, like, "Damn, Austin, you're a bad kid, bro."
What does that mean?
Yeah, they were fucking thirsty, bro, and they fucking her out of the well, so they tried to like pull it open, but it wasn't a real well.
Right, it was just a yard document. Yeah, yard decor. I was the first time I remember one of us as kids getting into any kind of trouble. So I remember thinking, and I was a fuckhead kid as a growing up too. You know what I mean? So me looking at Austin, I was like, "Damn, kid, you're bad."
Hey, you pyromaniac fool. That's just lit.
He says, Unger says it's time to go and film Ranch USA. That would have been tight. He's our buddy.
He's gonna be there for a while. That doesn't mean we
He's
can't go.
literally in the middle of nowhere, and he has internet because he has Starlink.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
And Starlink's 100% legit. We can verify it because we just used it to broadcast a whole 4-hour stream, and it was fucking incredible, and it went really well.
And if you didn't watch it, go back and watch it. Fight for Our Future 9.
Yeah, that's live on our YouTube. That's Illegal Promotions. It has all kind of fighting culture, mixed martial arts, fucking kickboxing, boxing, and no one bare knuckled that night. I don't think.
No,
No bare knuckle that night. Great promotion, great card. Kai Stewart, the Montana world champion for bare knuckle, he was commentating on there. Then we had Travis Rhodes helping out, and I was also commentating. Levi and Brady were on camera work.
Christian and Brady.
Christian and Brady were on camera work, and Levi was MIA actually. He was in North Dakota watching
Jelly Roll.
We never really got to talk on it yesterday, so why don't you go ahead and talk on it, man?
All right. Went to Gillette, Wyoming first. Stayed at this really sick place called Arbuckle Lodge. If you're ever in the area, stay there because it's cool. It was like an apartment building. Next morning, we woke up and went to Devil's Tower, and that place is fucking sick. But I'm 100% convinced it's petrified wood.
Let's talk about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shit. Well, I want to put the picture up, but
let's not try to ding around with it. Like,
yeah, we're gonna keep the computer where it's at now. Anyways, I'll pull up the picture of my phone and I'll show.
Oh, Wes says there wasn't no bare knuckle because he wasn't. They weren't insured to do bare knuckle.
Yeah, got to get different insurance. He said.
Well, we got to get that done, but we do have a huge news concerning Kill Eagle Promotions. By the way, we are now, and when I say we, it's because I look at Wes and his crew and our crew, and I mix it to one singularity team. And I think I'm going to say the words "we" one more time. We are now sanctioned to throw fights under Kill Eagle Promotions for the first time as of yesterday, I believe. Congratulations, Wes, for all the hard work. You totally deserve it. Can't wait for that to explode because I think that's exactly what it's going to do.
Does that not look like bark?
That's fucking crazy.
You know what I mean?
They're looking at Devil's Tower, just so you know, by the way.
That looks like petrified wood, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well, this is big as shit, bro. Like you. Oh.
How big is it in person? Skyscraper big?
I'd say that's like.
Levi?
Yeah, this motherfucker, it's huge, bro. Like, hold on, I think, let me get. What?
Story-wise, 40 stories.
Yeah?
Yeah? Fuck, that's a big piece of
It's
rock,
up there,
dude.
dog. It's up there.
That's crazy. Fuck. You guys got any smoke in your vape pen or anything?
I very well might.
I wouldn't mind just choking a little. Chokage. You know
Go
what I'm
ahead,
saying?
hold it up.
I'm definitely holding it down. Tim, after Missoula, where'd you move?
Oh,
No, I don't.
West Palm Beach, Florida.
How long were you down there?
What, you?
And then a year in Spring Hill.
Florida's fucking legit, other than the sweat. I can't.
Oh, awful. I hate living
It's horrible, man. I was sweating profusely, man. Like I was fucking cracked out or something, dude.
Yeah, I mean, I would go visit. there's some cool stuff to do. Sure.
I love the people too. You know, I think because everyone's so weird and different that everyone's normal. Does that make sense?
I don't know about West Palm Beach. Like, it was like 92% millionaires, and I was a little poor kid. So
yes, you know, financial
Makes
differences don't bother me anymore like they used to. I used to be really bothered growing up as a kid, thinking that financial differences were just stuff that could be concerned
I
about.
didn't know about it, but
And obviously, I think there is a super big divide, but I just don't think about it no more because all my friends seem to be rich. You know what I mean? We're the broke people. Does that make sense?
I mean,
Makes sense.
always have been.
Yeah, yeah. But like now it's different. We're playing with people that are in different tax brackets than we've ever seen, and
Right.
it doesn't make me feel any different like you.
So much so people think we have one.
Right.
It's cool.
I mean, it's cool, but we ain't got it like that. We're not the Drakes.
We're working it.
One day.
So if you believe in us, let us know.
After West Palm Beach, where to?
We went back to Montana. We were
Before?
in Great Falls.
Oh, Great Falls?
Yeah, I was with
I never knew that.
Jackie for like a year.
Really?
Yeah, I finished 8th grade here.
Great Falls legit. What'd you think of middle school year?
Which one did I go to? Was that one that looks like a prison with the 2 stories?
North. North's all right. That's where Brady just graduated from.
Okay.
Yeah, he liked it. You haven't got to see my boy yet. I was supposed to fucking bring him. God dang it! I knew I was forgetting something. It was my kid.
Wait, how old is he?
He's 14. He's fine. He's at home with his stepmom and my little other ones.
Okay.
But he wanted to come with us to the studio, and I just fucking spaced him.
He's enjoyed working recently.
He did, yeah. And he's looking to get much more work. So, but the thing about it with Brady is much kind of like me. You just got to get him going. Once you got him going, you got him there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's
I think that's how it all are.
Right? Feels legit. What's your guys' favorite memory together?
me and James.
Yeah.
Malibu, British Columbia.
Bro, Young Life.
Yeah, Young Life was legit, dog. I got a lot of stories about that. That's a core memory of mine. The whole time that I ever had there, I always reference Malibu. Malibu was fun.
Malibu was good.
We went to Young Life. This thing, I was 16, I think.
Cousin by marriage on our mom's side. But yes, homie, grown up.
Yeah, no, well, yeah, this is family. Jeff, actually, this is our cousin here, and he's temporarily coming through Montana and decided to jump on the pod.
He's one of the only people that make me look small.
Yeah, no, truly. If maybe before we end the show, we'll have to do a size comparison. Our boy is huge.
Guys got pictures.
But back to Malibu. So I was a troubled youth, already convicted gang member at this point, and I was needing some direction in my life. And Tim and this guy named Jim York and this guy named Steve Nam. I don't know why I remember these guys' names, but that's just how much of a core memory it is in my memory. They just treated me really good, man. They asked me if I wanted to go out to Malibu and do this thing called Young Life, maybe get on the right track, meet some different people in my life. And Tim was on board too, you know what I mean? Tim was one of those supportive cousins. Like, nigga, you need to get out of all this shit. And for real. And I was just like, yeah, fuck it, let's go, man. And we went across the border with Canada. Allegedly, I brought over some weed. That was allegedly one of the most nervous I've ever been in my life is when I went across the Canadian border with pot. Allegedly.
Might have not.
At 16 years old, though. Yeah, allegedly. And then we got to go on our first. This was the first time I ever got to see the ocean, which we never really got to see the open ocean. But we were in this dope ass cove, and we got to ride on this massive ferry. And we were on this ferry for a long time. We got to see dolphins and shit. That was the first time I ever seen anything like that. There was massive waterfalls coming out of the sides of the mountains in these coves. I remember looking at this shit for my first time thinking, I'm so blessed to be here right now. You know, like, I'm just some fucking poor, rotten fucking kid that's up to no good. And I got asked by these fucking people who want to save a soul type of shit. And I remember sitting at the edge of this, you know how Rose does on the Titanic on the very front of the boat. I remember sitting at the front of the boat, just looking out like, damn, this is sick, dude. This is fucking dope.
It sounds fucking cool.
It was radical, man. And then we pull up, right? Do you remember pulling up to Malibu?
Yeah, dude. Oh my god.
Fucking wild, dude.
It was amazing.
We show up, dude, and all you see is this massive fucking log fucking resort, dude. And it's a resort town, but it's private, so there's not like a town. It's just workers, right?
Cool.
And it's a huge like wooded palace, really in the middle of nowhere in the mountains in British Columbia. And actually, it's the same place that JFK took Marilyn Monroe to rendezvous, is what we were told on our little fucking journey there. Like, because you have to walk to get to this place from the ferry, yeah, which is probably a half-mile walk or so.
Yeah, it's on the other end of the island.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you got the whole island. They had like zip lines and shit.
It's fucking insane, dude.
Just holding into the water and stuff like that.
That sounds like really cool.
Oh, we need to load. Okay, there we go. Hey, if we're having connection issues tonight, you guys, we have no idea why. We got a new computer that we're trying out for the very first time tonight. Shout out to an unknown, unanimous. What is it called? Not unanimous. Anonymous. There we go. Jesus Christ. Anonymous donor donated to us earlier this week, so we just got this computer set up. We were on a fucking dinosaur computer from 2010, 2009 that was just crashing every time we uploaded. Back to Malibu. So we cross, and I remember, I'm just nervous because the only person I know in this whole trip is Tim. So I'm kind of like hugging Tim a little bit. I'm not friendly. I'm a mean kid at this point. So I don't get along with motherfucking people, you know what I mean? And so I'm just kind of sticking to myself, but I was really excited because this is the first time I've ever experienced something of like this in this nature. And I turned the corner and my jaw dropped. I remember looking at this palace and I was like, holy fuck, this is where we're staying? And it felt surreal, dude. It still feels surreal looking back because it was such a fucking experience. Do you have what are your thoughts coming off of that ferry? Like what were your thoughts going on to the ferry? Matter of fact, the whole trip. Oh, by the way, I slept the whole ride there on the floor and I farted.
Yeah, everybody knows you farted, bro.
Yeah. Oh, I don't care.
I mean, it was different for me. I was glad because honestly, I hated everybody I went to school with, and they were all there. They all sucked, dude. I don't know. And when we got there, it was just a bunch of people I didn't know around a bunch of like most everybody that I just didn't like.
Yeah, there were a bunch of preps. You know what I mean? It was the church kids, someone that you would never see me around on a day-to-day basis.
Yeah. But you know, some of the kids from like the other places, not just our group.
Yeah.
Ended up being pretty cool and stuff like that. But
one of the people that we went with, actually, I ended up having relations with for a few years. Actually, was Jessica Ramsey. She became a good friend.
Yeah,
yes. Remember her titty popped out when she was in that chocolate pool or whatever it was in Big Fork?
Dude, there are a lot of Jessicas that have their titties pop out in Big Fork.
That was a cool. That was actually how I remembered this girl because she was so excited to see me, and she was a grade below me, so I was a sophomore and she was or is that how it goes? No, I was a junior and she was a sophomore just coming into Flathead High because in Flathead Kalispell they used to have 9th grade in KJHS, or Kalispell Middle School, whatever the fuck they call it now.
KMS.
And she came up to me. She's like, yo, do you remember me from Big Fork? And I'm like, no, who the fuck are you? She's all like, I was at that Young Life thing. I was like, oh, your titties fell out. I do remember that, dude. And we became good friends after that.
That's funny. I haven't thought about her in years.
Is that right? I'm still friends with her to this day. She's an amazing person.
That's great.
Back to Malibu though. Like, what were your thoughts? Like when you seen Malibu, where we were staying, and our journey there. When we got onto the ferry, do you remember any of that?
I mean, I remember getting sick on the ferry.
Is that right? You guys did?
Yeah, I got sick on the ferry.
And here I am living my fucking best life. He's fucking dog sick.
No, when we got there, I was feeling a little better because
Oh, the excitement was unreal, man.
Land.
Yeah. Oh, you were just happy to be on the shore.
No, but it was really cool walking up that they had that whole pathway up the side of the island coming up to the camp, and then you had like all the lights and stuff.
Oh yeah. Oh, I forgot that I had lights on because they had it because we showed up kind of dark. It was like on the door now.
Yeah, they had torches.
Dude, I remember that.
It was really cool.
I forgot that.
Survivor first.
It was much like Survivor. Yeah. You know how they do the little walk and they got the tiki torch? Yeah, it was like that, dude. Yeah. They had it all decorated, waiting for our arrival and shit.
Obviously, I've watched a little bit of Survivor, but I've never sat down and just chose to watch Survivor.
I haven't either, but I do love Naked and Afraid in those types of shows. I love surviving shows.
Naked and Afraid is good boy.
Yeah, no, and then when we got to this cottage, right, what was cool about Young Life, it was a super Christian, like, program for the youth, right? But they didn't push, like, that shit.
No.
You know what I mean? They really didn't. They said, yo, they even asked me, because Jim York knew I was just full. I remember the first time I ever met Jim York, so listen to this. Jim York is the one who he was the boss of all of Young Life in the Flathead Valley and the surrounding areas, including Libby and all that shit. And Micah Hill, who was the vice principal at the junior high that I was at, got word that, you know, that I'm doing bad shit, right? And I sent Jim York my way, and I was in earth science class. A guy that just got into an argument about the Big Bang and how it started. I said, "There's no way that nothing plus nothing equals something." And I was talking about the Big Bang. Out of nothing, there became something. No, that's not how it works. So I argued with him. I said, "You're lying to us, for one." And I'm in 9th grade, and I'm telling this teacher that he's a liar. I said, "You're a liar. You're lying to all of us." And I didn't even believe in God or science at this point, not their science. I was like, "You're going to tell me that," and it embarrassed him. That's what pissed him off and got me in trouble to begin with, because I embarrassed him. I was like, "So what you're actually trying to teach us and tell us is fact is you plus nothing and you plus nothing, but you got something? No, that's not how it fucking works, man." And he's like, "Get the fuck out of my class." He's added up to me. I was sitting on the hall. Coincidentally, the guy, Jim York, who was looking for me, walks into the classroom, not knowing that I was outside of the class. And he walks right back out. He's like, "Ty?" I was like, "Yeah, what the fuck? Who the fuck is this guy?" And he's like, "Yo, my name is Jim York. I run a youth group here in town, man. I got word of your situation." And I was like, "What do you mean my motherfucking situation?" Because we're living in the camper at the time, right? The 27-foot camper.
Yeah, we are. Wilderness.
And I was super embarrassed, super mad, super angry at the world, whatever. And then not only that, he kind of like, I'm private as well, you know, like, and I'm like, "How the fuck do you know anything about my life, dog?" You know what I mean? And he's like, yo, lower the defenses type of shit. He's like, "I want to help, bro." He's like, I know you're new to the valley, da da da. And he made me sit down and say my name 3 times, bro. He had a whole little document on me, actually. I don't even know where he got this shit. Maybe Micah, maybe someone else, teachers. There was like a whole report on me. Yeah. And he's like, "Say your name, bro." And I said, "Ty Lin." He's all like, "No, I said Ty, because I went by Ty all the time." He's like, no, that ain't. I said, "Yeah, that's my fucking name, bro. Who the fuck do you think you're talking to?" type of shit. He's like, "No, it's Ty Lin." And I was like, all right, where are you going with this? He's all like, "Say your whole name, bro. That's all I'm asking. Make it easy. Say it." I said, "Tylen Maxwell Bates." He's like, "Say it again." And I was like, and I started up, "Tylen Maxwell Bates." He's like, "One more time." And by this time I was irritated, so I was sarcastic. "Tylen Maxwell Bates." He's like, "You ever heard that fucking name in your life?" I'm like, "No." He's like, "That's a special name." He's like, "Make something special out of your life." And I never forgot that my entire life. So right now, I've never forgot it. And that's how I think I remember Jim York's name so well. But Jim York approached me, right, when we got to the island, and he seen my uncomfortable. He's like, "You don't want to do any of these groups if you don't want to. If you want to just go sit in the room and chill, you're cool." He's like, "All I'm trying to do is show you a different life, right?" I went anyways, and it was weird as fuck.
Do you remember the guy who played like,
yes,
semi-Jesus acquainted music on the guitar?
Yes, the little guitar.
Yeah.
Yes,
his ukulele, and then he had
in that little temple in the middle of the whole town.
Concert that one night, bro.
Yes, dude. So I was gonna say they had this little temple in the middle of this village, right? Like
They didn't push it.
But it wasn't like that though, was it? I mean, I had the option to not be there. You know what I mean? Like he gave me that option. Like if you don't want to be there, you don't have to be there.
I did not have that option.
And
TJ Maxx is named after Tylen Maxwell Bates.
So fucking I remember sitting there, and just like you were saying, dude, I remember just watching this goofball guy running around with this kind of like half-size guitar, ripping, dude.
No, he was very
ripping, dude.
I
And
wonder where he is now.
And at 16, the only thing I could think of was like, when does this shit get over so we can party? You know what I'm saying? Like, when are we gonna fucking do some gangster shit? And sure enough, we did. Dude, I had a blast the entire time I was there. And actually, I really never hung out like that much, me and you. Like after the first 2 days, we like split and we did our own thing. I was the only kid in 20 years that Jim has been bringing kids on trips that's ever snuck out. I snuck out, so I couldn't sleep. Like these other kids would just go out. They were so overstimulated, right? And I know what you're gonna say here. So they were overstimulated. Like these kids were so unused to doing high octane activities. And me, Levi, Tim, we're raised in poverty, so everything around us is high octane. We're always on edge. We're always on alert, right? I was still awake. I'm not in my surroundings. I don't know these guys. I'm still wide awake. My first night there, I'm like, fuck this. I'm leaving. I'm going to the beach, dude. I opened the window and I snuck out. Guess who watched me? Jim York. And he didn't say shit. He just watched me from the sidelines.
Really?
I swear to God. He watched everything about it. And he didn't say nothing until the day we got back to the States, by the way. This is a week trip. So he let me do it every night. I would just jump out on the patio. Because we were on the second floor. And I just get onto the roof and I jump down. And I'd go smoke weed on the beach, man. I'd roll up and I brought like 6 or 7 papers, but at this point I really sucked at rolling. So I ruined two of them right off the bat. And now I was down to like 3 or 4 papers, dude, which I was really sad about. And I rolled up, bro. And my first night, I don't remember if it was the crab the first night or that was like the 4th night. But one of the nights that I can recall is a seal like popped up onto like the rocks, like probably 10 feet from me, dude. And I ain't never seen a fucking seal in my life, dude. Didn't know how big they were. Didn't know shit about them, dude. You know what I mean? And he didn't bark. He didn't do nothing. And I'm just smoking. I'm like, holy fuck. Maybe he wants to get high. You know what I mean? So I start blowing weed hits at him. Yeah, he waddles over, bro, like a and chills about like 3 feet from me and sits there and watches the water and the moon with me. I bullshit you not. And just chills. Just sits there and looks out the same way I'm looking and just sits by me like a fucking dog, dude. I was like, yo, this is sick. Finally got some rest. I was like, yo, I gotta check you out later. I was gonna pet him. I got scared. They got actually like big teeth and shit.
Oh yeah, they're monsters.
No, I was gonna pet the little bugger, so I walked away. I was feeling sad and happy that I got to see a seal, but I didn't get to pet it. Type of shit. Yeah, I wanted to touch it and see what it felt like. So I crawled back on the roof, went to bed, and when we woke up, we got to do crazy shit. What, like jet skis?
Oh yeah, and
Oh,
they had that giant like
the blob thing,
the bladder
dude,
in the water, and you had one person go to the end, and then one person.
Tim launched me. I swear to God, 50, 60 feet in the fucking air.
I believe it.
I'm flipping because you have no control of how you're in the air, right? I'm like, I'm gonna hit hard. I don't hit hard. I actually land well enough where it doesn't hurt. But I remember thinking, I was like, Jamie, I'm gonna kick your fucking ass. I'm so high in the air, dude. Like, oh, I was like, yo, I'm gonna fucking die, dude.
At least you can experience being launched.
You couldn't get anyone to launch him?
Hell no. They tried. I just
2 people. You had there was that other kid that was I remember he was kind of like a sarcastic kid. I hated him, but he was friends of you, so I was cool with him.
was it Luke?
Shorter guy, stout. Blondish, curly hair, yeah.
Playing acoustic
That's
guitar.
it. Yeah, that's the kid.
He actually moved to Washington too. He lived in Seattle for quite a while. I don't know what he's doing now.
Welcome, Monica, to the show. Don't worry about being late because we're just jiving, baby.
We're just chatting, having a good time. When these boys catch up, I'm just chilling. I'm hotter than fucking nuts. So,
Dude.
What was your favorite memory at Malibu?
Oh, dude, probably. I don't know if you remember this. It's a little juvenile, but remember how we who's that kid that shit off the top of that dresser into a bucket? Were you there?
I must have been in the dark. You kids got wild without me, bro.
Fuck that. We ain't gonna sneak. No, we're gonna shit in the book.
No shit.
We're gonna make them guess who did it.
No, we were just trying to do it from like super high up and hit the bucket at the same time.
That's a pretty good memory to have, dude.
It was a good one. That I made $20 Canadian drinking that bottle of ranch dressing.
Okay.
Wait. Was it ranch dressing?
I can recall that. Yeah.
That's fucking
Dude,
tough. Dude,
dude.
you just house a bottle of ranch.
He did.
Why?
$20. It was out of it. We were broke, dude. We had no cash. Like we had like little pocket money.
I know how going on school trips go.
Think about a school trip for a week.
Yeah. Been there. I went to survival camp, which was even worse.
I was already being the poor kid that got his trip funded, right? I had like $40 for a week, dog. No, that's probably a lie, but it felt like $40. You know,
it was probably 40, 30.
It's probably about 40 bucks.
Yeah, right. In those times, $2 was $10. So.
That is fair. Okay, maybe that's what I'm thinking of. I gotta think of inflation and
We
shit.
should have stopped at the store here first and gotten some.
Holy
No
shit.
kidding, no kidding.
Been telling your ass.
You know, so I think my favorite memory there, I like that trip up in the mountains, taking that hike. We got to see the peaks and shit, and there was a sleeping giant, is what they called it, I think, off the mountains. It fucking looked awesome up there, dude. That was like a 4-hour hike. The first one I missed, and Tim was pissed, dude, because I overslept, and if you oversleep, you got left type of shit. Tim tried to wake me up, and I was like, no, fuck no, hell no.
I ain't doing all that.
Hell no. And then he came back, was like, dude, you fucking missed it, bro. And I was like, what'd you guys go see? And he's like, dude, you just got to go experience it for yourself. So I did go the next day. It was incredible.
Fuck yeah. Let's move on.
Absolutely, yeah. Let's move on.
Yeah.
Hey, what's your favorite memory with him?
Just fucking hanging out at that house by the church.
I love that.
When we played, what was that? Which one was it? Which fucking Dragon Ball game was it? You said it earlier.
Oh, Budokai Tenkaichi 2.
Yeah, 2.
That is a legit game.
Yeah.
Dude, actually, I love that house, dude. I actually have really good memories of that house as well, dude. I remember, do you remember when, like the Messenger, before Facebook Messenger, before MySpace?
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember that?
The Yahoo chat room?
Yes! Yes! It's the only thing
we did some wild
I
shit.
know we did, dog. We'd stay up all night, dog. This is the first experience that we really have with the internet, talking to strangers and shit. And we just go off, me and Timmy and CJ. It was fun, dude.
Yeah, fucking right. Hell yeah.
How are your folks?
You know, split up a while ago.
Folks. Living in those, surviving and thriving, or what?
Oh yeah, they're both great. Dad's a school teacher in Othello, Washington, and mom is a masseuse in Chemicum, Washington.
You got a major move, and I know I briefly ran over it, right? So the reason why you're in Great Falls today is because you're moving where?
Tennessee.
I said South Carolina all day, but pretty close. Tennessee. So what part of Tennessee? Nashville?
Columbia. It's about 40 minutes south of Nashville.
Oh, cool. So you're not far enough from the city where you can still go visit and tourist, but you're out of the city. We don't got problems.
He's on the East Coast. He could drive 12 hours and he could be wherever.
And you just got married?
Yep, just got married July 8th.
Congratulations.
Hell yeah.
Thank you.
And when do you want your death certificate? No, I'm kidding. That's a total joke. You know, I had to say a guy joke. No, congratulations, man. That's the sole reason why you're moving, right? Is your wife?
My wife got a teaching position down there in her hometown. So
congratulations, man. Yeah,
thank you.
Well, I hope you guys fucking last forever and you guys make a lot of fucking happy memories where you smile long and eternally.
Oh, I appreciate that, man. We've been together 14 years already. So.
Holy fuck! And how don't I know?
That's what I said. That's what I said when I walked in.
We're only getting married out of practice.
You're the longest engagement I've ever had. How long were you guys engaged?
The weekly bus is a 10 icy. Thank you, sir.
I want to blow you and give you a handy if I can, Hunger. I will, bro. Hunger
10?
for hunger.
9?
Hashtag hunger for hunger.
7?
You got 6 there.
I don't know what that is.
6-year engagement.
No,
I'm messing with her.
I'm on
15.
a 5-year engagement right now.
1.5.
So 6. Yeah.
Oh, we went 1 then 5.
I guess that makes
You don't gotta be quiet. Don't worry. You don't have to be shy. You can speak. We can hear you.
10 in my Billy Bob voice. He said.
Me and Christian had the funniest fucking stories. You know how we play off one another's stories? Me, you, like mostly.
Yeah. And then we play off each other's stories.
Yeah.
All right.
So fucking. So Christian, I wanted to get in on the juice, right? And started playing off on it. And yo, we got rolling.
We only explained that to him like 2 episodes ago. So the fact that he's picking it up now is good.
Yeah, well, but he's been around us for so many years that he should have picked up on his own.
It's like that, but it's not like
Instagram Reels.
Nice.
Right. So we just keep going, right? And we were just talking about, like, we named this guy named Cletus, and he's bumfuck Montana, Egypt, and he's humping cows and stuff, right? And he grows an eyeball out of his armpit. It was just hilarious, right? And the reason why I said Unger, and he used Billy Bob voice, which is hilarious because he's out in the middle of nowhere, and that's how we came up with Cletus. And we got Cletus and Billy Bob now, so I thought that whole thing was funny. It was one of those things you had to be there, I think.
Yeah, because I ain't laughing. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Just fucking with you. Christian isn't here, but happy birthday to our boy.
Yeah, absolutely. Christian's out there getting turned the fuck up.
And he told you yesterday.
Let's sing him happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Christian. Happy birthday to you.
He was in choir.
Hell yeah, he was killing
Tell
it.
him how long you were in choir, bro.
12 years. I did men's choir. Went to something called Heritage Festival.
Okay, all right. Well, how many trombones did you blow?
Bazinga.
I played trombone when I was in 5th grade.
I wish you would have played.
Who was your instructor?
It was a chick though.
Damn it. That's not fun.
No.
There's oh yeah. Let's get all these going. El Cristiano. Fuck, I lost it, dude. I had something for you.
What for topics? Maybe a little more.
No, it wasn't that. It was about something he said. Oh. It was about Big Fork. You guys mentioned Big Fork again.
Oh, yeah.
So Tylen said he's never been to a black box theater. Have you ever been to a black box theater living in Big Fork?
Black box. Thank you, bro.
Dude.
What is the black box theater? Let us know.
Bro, I've said this story
On the show?
yeah, multiple times.
Let's go again. I'm usually fucked up, bro.
Black box theater. Your chairs are around center stage.
I'm smoking a lot of weed.
They build the stage there in the middle.
Yeah. Oh, no, you
They
did
do
recall
the scene,
this. Yeah,
they cut the lights. They rebuild the scene. They do the scene. They recut the lights.
It's improv with stage breakdowns.
It's acting.
Are you asking if I ever went to one of the plays there?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a black box theater.
I went to the play there.
Okay,
Well,
but there's
multiple.
I was gonna say there's multiple spots in Big Fork. There is like
Just the one downtown. I don't really know what it was called. I know I went to a play there.
okay,
Do you know what's weird?
and it's like anyway.
No, go ahead. No,
No, and it's just where they fucking black it out. You can't see shit.
And
They know what the fuck.
around.
Yeah, they know what the fuck they're doing.
I want to go to one, dog.
To change the scene, right? To change the
Yeah, and then they come out acting again.
bring shit in,
Yeah,
and people even change outfits and then come
come back in. Yeah, and it's only like a minute or two. You're sitting in the dark. It's fucking sick. Dude. So you did go to one then?
They're fucking awesome.
We
Yeah,
like-
I've been to one.
Okay.
I've been to multiple actually, and not just like in Montana.
Do you remember thinking like Tim lived in like now looking back, think of this. Now that we're
To us, he lived in fucking Egypt.
okay, hold on, right? Okay, fair enough. But like comparative thinking, I always thought Tim lived in Super Ridgeville, Big Fork.
Oh, me too.
Like, and we lived in Kalispell. But now that I live in Great Falls, I realize like Kalispell is like Big Fork. But when I lived in Kalispell, it wasn't like that to me.
Yeah, that's true.
Is that weird?
Because you know,
No, because everything's a different perspective when you're at a younger age. I mean,
No. Like it's not that it even changed. Like, you're right. It's a perspective thing, but like I always felt it was that better than where I currently live. And you know what I mean? Like now that I see it, like Kalispell is not like much different than fucking Big Fork. That's an adult.
No.
But when I was a teenager, I thought it was just that extra level, dude. You know what I'm saying?
because it was small.
No, I just don't know. I maybe going downtown Big Fork, it was so nice to me. I was like, holy fuck, this town's so nice.
Because all the little stupid like Bavarian shops.
it's because of what you heard about Big Fork.
Yeah, that might be it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it's just
a
like
preconceived notion of something.
no,
Right, yeah,
it's
yeah.
just like every Big Fork is different. You know what I mean? It's got its little ghetto, but it's mostly got its like good side.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
You know, the richer side.
Yeah.
There's rich and richer sides,
And
then
Richard's side.
and then there's Richard's back. And then there's Richard's backside.
Yeah, but then anything dick.
Richard's
Mm,
backside was way funnier add on, dog.
Yeah. You know, and then you can live on the outskirts, such as Tim. But we thought he lived in the fucking in the.
I
Richville, you know
love
what I mean?
Tim's house, dude. I really like
That one behind the church. I love it too because you could walk up
It
the
was
hill.
like behind it.
You
too.
could walk up the hill, go to the fucking football field, play some basketball over there at the church at the other church.
Yeah.
And you live behind another church, and out back in the woods there's that fucking pond, dude. Across the road, you can go to the dumpster ever back then.
I have a core Missoula memory with Tim. I wouldn't say it's any like not one of my favorite memories, but I remember beating the fuck at these kids.
Oh, the fucking Russians that were bullying CJ?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I fucking pissed at these kids in elementary school, dude. We ran.
Didn't you and I get in a fight with Andrew and Chris too?
We did. Yes, we did. Yeah. Dude, fucking Tim seen me fight a couple times. I was a scrappy little fucker, dude. He was more of the calm guy, like ready to be easy. I was ready to go for action at any point. And like I remember like shit for that fight, dude, because I just remember it was over there by I don't remember if they were soccer nets or if they were like by like football prongs, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But I remember being by like something like that, and I was just, dude, I was unstoppable. I could not miss, bro. I remember like having one of those moments where you're just in the matrix and everything's moving the way you should, like it should move, and until everything came to a whoa. And my mom fucking came over, man. And my mom was a gangster, dude. Like growing up, like everyone thinks like, oh yeah, Larissa's all peaceful and butterflies and bubblegum. No. Huh? No.
Mom said in her younger age, she was scrapping everything.
Mom was at a young age, and she fucking fucked my ass up, bro. But I was like, me and Tim, I remember Tim defending me. He was like, yo, he was doing the fucking right thing kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like, you know, he was doing the right thing. You know, like, and I still got my ass whooped, bro.
I was going to do it, but he did it.
One thing I fucking remember, taking your inhaler to school and getting all the
yeah, dude.
We got in trouble for that.
I think we seized the kid out because there was a kid in my classroom, bro. Did we share a classroom all the time? Then you have to remember this kid seizing out, dude.
Was it Bubba?
I don't know. He seized the fuck out, dude. And I was sitting right next to him. He was like, he's foaming out the fucking mouth or something.
Oh my god.
I was like, oh my god, dude. You remember that?
I must have blocked that shit.
Traumatized.
I was traumatized, dude. I was like, oh, Jesus.
We just let the guy hit that shit 50 times. Him.
He's wicked. I mean, if I thought I could handle it, then he could handle it.
It was duh, right?
Yeah. It's not my fault.
Yeah, it's not
fucking drunk.
Yeah. Learn what you're doing, douchebag.
Fuck, get us in trouble.
Let's talk about the marijuana industry.
Okay.
Tim, what did you do? Where did you go? And how are you now?
Where did you come from? Where did you go? God, I do.
Yeah, I started at the bottom. Now I'm here.
Nice. 2 song references in a row. Drop, baby.
Well, when I started working for Mammoth Labs, I was just a driver, and then
Mammoth Labs sounds so cool, doesn't it?
It's dope. So even before I started working for him, they had partnered with Mike Tyson.
Okay.
And they do like all his dabs, his.
Is this like cookies? Is just a massive fucking
no, bro.
production
So
factory?
I would say, okay, I've tried cookies and I've tried I've tried all those designer brand weeds and they suck.
Oh, okay. So it's not massively corporate like that.
No. And
okay.
Mike Tyson is far removed. It's basically just his company came around and they interviewed a bunch of pod farms and they liked Mammoth the best.
All right.
This is the best shit we've seen.
What's your best strain out of that?
Dude, Trop Dosey's real good for like
we had Tropicana that was really good just recently. That was probably some of my favorite weed. Like recently that I smoked.
Yeah.
I don't even think of names anymore, honestly. I just call it weed.
Recently,
like,
XJ13.
When I get told names, dude, like I'll ask, I'll be like, yeah, that's good weed. What the fuck was that? You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, back in the day, we didn't care about it.
No, it was just weed.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Is that sticky?
And do I have to peel it off the bag? Dude, I was just recalling paying $60 an eighth at one point in my life. In high school. Yeah, no, like, dude, everybody in Kalispell, we're all suckered. There was nobody that had weed. So this one kid had probably like maybe a few ounces when we were in high school. And this kid just bumming us out, bro. It was like $60 an eighth. We're like, I remember thinking like, yo, that's insane, but I paid for it. I was like, and then I was thinking, damn, dude, this must be either the taste.
Or was hold on. Was there the day where you sat there and were like, am I getting ripped off? So you started asking around?
No, I was always respected for some reason. I always had a good like that. But like, for me, like I remember recalling it and thinking like, is this weed that good or is it because I paid so much money that it's that much better? You know what I'm saying?
And that was at the time when the song Blueberry Yum Yum was.
It was around that fucking time. Yes, it was. It really was. Yeah, you're absolutely correct.
I reference both time references with songs.
Why not, dude? It's a good fucking way to recall things.
How you doing over there, guy?
I'm fucking hot,
Oh
dog.
yeah,
It's like making my lungs burn all over again.
it's hotter than the devil's dick in here.
Is it?
Oh, fuck yeah. Oh, why didn't we do
I
that the
got
whole time?
diamonds, so it is.
Oh, hell no.
I'm small, so I can I'll wear a hoodie during the hot weather, but as soon as you put cold on me, dude, it goes to my bone. Like legit, I can't deal with cold, but I can deal with the heat.
See,
You can put me in 120
I
degrees,
can
I can wear a hoodie and I'll be
cold
cool.
shower. With whatever. It's all good, you know. Cold showers.
Do you ever do cold showers,
Huh?
maybe?
What about you?
No,
Cold showers?
no, I can't anymore.
Ice
Oh, they're
showers?
incredible, dude. Did you ever do them?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, incredible. I think it would be really beneficial if you kind of do an ice bath for your arthritis, to be honest with you.
Is there anything that our people want to know?
Yeah, do you have any questions for our boy Tim? I mean, there's not a whole lot of viewers. It's kind of a weird day for us to be podcasting, but definitely, if you guys have any questions, chime in, man. We want to know what you want to know, and maybe we can get some answers for them. Anywho, you know, we got some crazy shit, dude. I seen the ante's been moved up with Musk and Zuck today, and the ante is that the winner also not only whatever terms they had before. One gets sole ownership for 24 hours of the other's company. That means all rules go. I think that really makes things interesting. I mean, the fight in itself is really interesting. I heard the debate between David Potter's crew and Fight World Live. They were talking about David Potter's argument was like it shouldn't be on UFC at all. And David Potter's buddies were on the side of the argument was like, yeah, those are the biggest names in the fucking world. Could you imagine what it'd do for the sport? David Potter's like, no, UFC is a platform for the best of the best of the best in MMA. They're not in neither of that. I mean, he's like, why not do some fucking deal with a Triller or something to make it a celebrity thing?
Or like a Dazen or something.
Right. He's all like,
I get it.
And he's all like, you know, stay true to the brand type of thing. And they're like, well, if you don't do that to the brand, are you staying true to the profits that you could bring the brand for potential viewership and bringing drawing eyes to the sport? It was a good debate, man. I think it's going to be a fun fight. And do you think it's going to happen, you guys? Where are you at with percentages?
Percentages?
Yeah.
I think it's 60-40.
I think it's a bunch of hearsay so far.
Really?
Yeah.
You're leaning.
I mean, they've talked about it.
20% or what?
Of likeliness to fight or likeliness of winner?
30%.
No, likeliness to fight.
Oh, okay. So
I think to actually.
I say 60-40 still.
I'm giving it an 85% chance it's going to do it.
Really?
Yeah. I think these guys are dead serious.
I just don't know how Elon's going to be ready.
I don't think they like each other.
I
They
think
have a lot of money.
serious. I think Musk said it, but I don't think he's.
I think he's the one more serious. He's the one that anteed up higher today. He's the one that upped the ante.
Really.
Yeah.
Because you know what
I can't put against him.
I love Elon. I'll even get the chip. I don't give a shit.
I'm at the point where I think I would get the chip too. Just because. No, that's not pro AI. It's against AI. It's defensive. They can't. Oh, you're pro AI?
Yeah.
Oh, you're like Japan.
I told you I'd get the chip a year ago.
You do belong in Tokyo, motherfucker. Your
Yes.
favorite Fast and Furious, believe this or not, is Tokyo Drift.
I think that's almost that's everybody's. They should
Hold on. He
be.
listens to Daft Punk on a regular.
They're German.
Okay.
Everything
Yeah,
everything you're saying makes me
but
him.
you're hearing me. You're not hearing me. Daft Punk is like an anime kind of culture. Fucking that's kind of goes with the Tokyo fucking culture, bro. Honest to God, why do you think they got the helmets and the weird fucking techno look? That was from anime. Now,
where did anime get their
look at their music videos. They're fucking anime. For Christ's sake, bro. My point is that you belong in Tokyo, my boy.
I'll go right now.
I think that's your place, dude.
Buy me a
If
ticket,
you
I'll get it.
culturally, I think you would just love it there.
I'd end up sumo wrestling. Fuck it.
Yo, dude, I can see it, bro. Do you know what's money and how well respected they are, dude?
Yo, if this guy was in top tier shape, we'd get Buddy in there.
This guy belongs on a sumo floor. You could do it. You guys would be legends in Japan. You guys would end up fighting each other for the world championship.
Yeah. And then we bring the fight back.
They're super athletes, dude. They have NFL linemen, all-stars going against sumo's kind of pushing.
No, you can't.
Are you pro AI?
Good question.
Yeah.
See? You're pro AI too.
Fuck you guys. You guys are Terminators, man.
Because
I would do
you know that chip in our head, dude. We don't terminate.
Because according to Elon, it's not something you're gonna need with an online thing. Like you just dictate downloads. Like it would not be directly linked to like some internet or some bullshit. You would just update.
It'd be updated to Starlink.
You update your brain, right? And off your discretion.
Hopefully you get lifetime updates.
Kind of off your discretion is from what I understood. And I think he's doing this, dude. I legitimately, now that I watched the Y-Files and that documentary, I legitimately believe that is why Elon Musk is leaving this planet as soon as possible. I believe he knows that we have lost the war to AI. We had no idea it was going to go this fast, and it's out of control. We can't shut it down. It's already proven itself not to be trustworthy, and he's leaving on fucking purpose because he needs to get the fuck away from this planet. Legitimately, that's Elon's game A plus. I believe that. And I think the reason why the chips he wants to do in his brain is to combat against that AI shit. We're going to have to be more superior than we currently are, and now we're not going fast enough evolutionary. Like, we're not evolving fast enough.
Why would he be wasting time fighting Mark Zuckerberg?
Because you got to burn some time. You got to burn time. He's not ready yet. He hasn't got
2030.
He has not got Starship. Yeah, that has been his exit date. It's 2030, and he has not got Starship to do exactly what it needs to do to land. He's on like what Starship we on 23 now or some shit. Spent
I don't know, the one that can land backwards.
Tens of billions of dollars have gone to Starship, and it's unsuccessful. Why would a man do that? Because he's determined to get the fuck off of here.
Well, dude, I'll go with him. Fuck it.
What we're doing, we're trying to get rich so we can buy our tickets to Mars.
Or do we stay here and just just go down with the ship?
Oh, they have.
Dude, and then we I am robot it.
That's what I'm scared of, and I think that I'm Will Smith, and you guys are the other guys. I don't think we were ready
One of us
for what we done, dude. If you watch the Y-Files, and you watch the Y-Files,
one of us,
Tim.
Let's fucking.
You watch the Y-Files?
No.
Never. No. You're watching the Y-Files tonight for sure, right? We gotta make it. We gotta make a thing of it. He doesn't understand. We're beyond AI's out of our hands. They have the smartest people in the world, including Elon, including Zuck, including the owners of Google, Bill Gates. Everybody has signed a petition to no furthering the technology or the advances of AI because it's out of pocket right now. They're scared. When you have the richest of the rich scared, that means you have lost control. Rich people don't get scared. Legit.
Well, because everywhere they have safe is ran by a computer. So.
Well, everything they have, like rich people don't get scared because their whole life is surrounded by safety. Right? People insure their lives because they know that if they die, that the wealth is going to disappear and be distributed where it's no longer there.
But 90% of people don't use their life insurance policy correctly.
That's what I heard, and I would love to have Josh Copeland on to explain that.
Speaking of Josh Copeland, go back and watch his episode.
He's going to be the future mayor of Great Falls.
Future mayor. Great Falls.
Legit. We've had all types of people out here, Tim. We've had sex workers. We've had politicians. We've had fucking salesmen. We've had fucking everything, man.
We've had people come on here and talk bullshit, bro.
Freak athletes. We've had American Gladiator, fucking Laser Taser baby on here.
Oh, you
really?
can come back.
Oh, yeah, you can come back. Yeah, no, Taser already said he wants a laser. Said he wants on.
Taser ain't dodgeball. Laser.
Laser Taser.
Taser.
Yeah.
Monica Lewinsky.
Yeah.
Our friends.
She has a mustache.
Friends. Manaskevich.
Yeah, how do you remember the whole name?
That's my favorite movie for.
We watched the shit out of that movie.
Probably 2000.
Yeah, what was like our sick home movies? Beer Fest for sure.
Beer Fest.
Dodgeball, hella.
Big Daddy.
Club Dread.
Oh my God, we did watch Club Dread.
A lot, dog. We love
no.
It's a slept-on classic, dude.
Oh, Broken. What is it? Broken Lizard.
Broken Lizard. I love that whole.
That's what I love that whole
good, dude. Super Trooper guys.
Yeah, see, I'm Super Troopers, but I'm not sold on it.
Have you watched the Kahuna FD on HBO?
No, sir.
That's Broken Lizard.
Broken Lizard.
Yeah.
Napoleon Dynamite was.
Oh, Napoleon Dynamite was big on it. Oh, Joe Dirt was huge.
Joe Dirt. Yeah, for sure. Cold Classics, fucking Fight Night, 100%.
100%.
Oh, let's talk about that. Thailand got.
Oh my Jesus!
I brought it up.
Jesus. So everyone knows that that watches and follows the show religiously knows that I switched my favorite movie recently to Avatar. I thought the new Avatar finally overtook all my favorite movies, which has been very, 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 very hard to move my chart.
That one's fucking beautiful though, dog. Bay of Water's beautiful.
They had it all. And it's not a movie you can put on and like watch pieces of it. If you watch it in a movie theater like we did, it was fucking unreal, dude. It was a movie experience.
Dude, you get a little help from the earth. It's so fucking good, dude.
Oh yeah, was I not sure?
I don't know what you're doing.
Anyway,
I didn't see that.
My favorite two movies have been for fucking 30 years now, 20 years. American History X and fucking Fight Club. I'm a huge Edward Norton fan for those who haven't fucking put that together yet. But he's obviously the best Hulk too. Anyways, oh yeah, speaking on the Hulk and Edward Norton, Marvel just got the rights back to their Incredible Hulk.
Yeah, it's back on Disney Plus. It's on Disney Plus already.
Supposedly Edward Norton's coming back. Anywho, Fight Club. So I go and show Levi this theory that came up that was sent to me. I think I don't remember who sent it to me. Maybe Alan King. But Alan King's another Fight Club fan, so that's who I'm assuming that it is.
I think it was Alan. Anyway, finish yours, and I'll start mine.
The theory is Marla Singer was also a personality of the narrators. Not only Tyler Durden was made up, but so was Marla Singer. Marla Singer first shows up during the cancer scene.
Lung cancer.
Yeah, and she's smoking a cig, and no one says a word.
Group therapy, by the way.
Right, and then at one point, Marla Singer also becomes his channel instead of also influences in his thoughts that Tyler Durden and Marla were never seen in the same scenes, right? And when he was at the airport, this finalized it for me that the writers were the best writers. Oh yeah, and actually, Avatar wasn't my favorite movie. I forgot that just happened to creep my top 5. I was wrong. 2001: Space Odyssey moved up and beat Fight Club and American History X. Stanley Kubrick was insane with that shit. But now that I go back to Fight Club's clever writing, the writers were the best writers of all time. Now, when I look back, because when they're at the airport and the narrator gets stopped and asked about the vibration in his bag, he's like, oh, it's got to be a shaver. He's like, 9 times out of 10, it is a shaver, but that 1%, it's a vibrator. In fact, it was Marla Singer's vibrator, and it happened to be the narrator's. It was in the book, not on the movie. That makes it and certifies it for me that Marla Singer was also made up, and she was not part of the reality.
They also said in the sex scene that he's doing both.
Oh, yeah.
He's switching and fucking.
Yeah.
Fucking and sucking himself.
Yeah.
Somehow. Think about it. They said the only scene that they were in.
Doesn't that fucking blow your mind?
Himself.
Yeah. Doesn't that blow your mind?
That dildo's for him. And he's yanking his own self.
It pushed it because of the clever writing behind it. I was like, oh, it's number 1 again all of a sudden. Damn.
So now that you know that, go back and watch Fight Club again. I just did it because I was laying in bed. I don't know if I was down bad or something, but might have been sick. But I remember I was just laying there watching. I diagnosed. I said, "Holy shit!" And then Ty brought that to me. I was like, "Dude, I just figured that out like a week ago."
He did say that. He's like, "No way, dude." He's like, "I was just thinking about this."
Because I was, because I just did it to because I never watched The Shining, so me and Ty watched The Shining.
We did. It was fantastic.
So I broke that movie down from start to finish.
Really good movie.
And now I figured it out.
We were on Boomers then.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that movie was a trip, bro.
Stem milk cat.
Holy fuck, dog! I was not ready for some of the shit that we seen in that movie.
That shit was good. You watched that?
What? The Shining?
Yeah. Okay, so and I treated Fight Club again like that because I haven't watched that in probably I don't know 2, 3 years.
Yeah, I always have to refresh about another year, once a year at least.
And I was watching. I was like, this shit doesn't make sense. So I started really paying attention. It's like, holy shit. He ain't it. He ain't it. She ain't it.
That's incredible.
It is fucking. That's crazy, dude. I know, right?
Fuck no. I have to rewatch it now that I know that piece of information and just watch it in detail.
Honestly, I just didn't watch Fight Club that much, I guess.
The greatest movie of all time.
Just some.
War Party, 1989.
What is it?
War Party.
What the fuck is that?
I don't like horror movies.
Wait, is it a war movie? What is it?
It is about a reenactment between the fight between Indians and cowboys.
So it is a war movie.
Well, no, it's a reenactment. No, I mean, literally.
It's better than Dances with Wolves.
Dance is
Such a good movie. I love Kevin Costner.
I guess I just didn't enjoy it.
Roadhouse.
War Party.
That's a shitty movie.
That's Patrick Swayze.
Yeah, Patrick Swayze.
Hey, let that go by.
I'm pretty sure it's like
Ladies were
Matt
obsessed with
Damon's
Swayze, dog.
dude from,
I'll have to watch it. I love movies,
It's
dude.
crazy, man. It's about these
War
5
Party,
friends.
89.
They're doing a reenactment of Indians versus Cowboys, and one of the dudes shoots him with a real gun, and then he hatchets him in the face with a real hatchet. And then all the cops are chasing these dudes on horseback through
shit.
like Wyoming and shit.
In 89.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
They sound good, dude. I'm about
It
to check it out.
was very good.
Younger movie, older movie?
Older movie.
That's
Like
what
89.
deep,
It
dude.
came out in 89. Okay. So, it's Warpath. That's just the name of it?
War
War
Party.
Party.
Yeah.
And that's the name of it.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's not set in the 80s.
No.
Gotcha.
It
It was shot in the 80s. That's where I was confused. I thought the movie was War Party 1989.
Tim, was there always something? Is there something that you always wanted to do that you never done?
Dang, man, that was a fantastic one. You nailed it. Not just shoot.
My brain's a
My
fry.
guy-
man. And I'll never be able to get to do it because of arthritis. There's no way. The pressure of the wind hitting me, I probably couldn't keep my back straight anymore.
Osteoporosis your ass and break your bone.
Well,
or something.
just skydive?
and shit.
You want to skydive? Oh, Ty wants to go skydiving.
I do, bro. And I'm going to do it before I die.
I seen this thing on TikTok yesterday that you could go down and spend like a weekend somewhere in Texas, and by the end of the week, you'll have enough jumps to be certified flyer on your own.
Is that right?
You'll have like
See,
75 jumps.
anybody who wants to do this,
75
if
jumps
there's a
a day.
rich viewer on here that wants to go skydiving and needs a buddy, let's vlog it for the bus and invite me and pay for it all. Just go down to Austin, Texas, become professionals, right?
That's, I mean, why not, right?
Right on. I think it sounds fun. I mean, that's an experience you won't forget.
Mm,
Millionaires pay for less, dude.
that would be a very good boy if you paid for that.
Good
And we
boys.
would really appreciate that.
Oh, look at Unger Sales has to be back. He says, I don't always miss a part of the Weekly Buzz, but when I do, they're chasing. I'm chasing Northern Lights.
We know.
Dude, our internet, it's not our internet. I just think that something.
It is what it is. I hope it's not terrible, whatever the fuck is going on.
Do you guys like it or do you love it? Drop
Yeah,
it
can
in the
you tell us on a scale? Give us on a level from 1 to 10,
comments.
how clear we've been coming in all night, would you? Hungry?
All right, let's see what's left. Keep going, Tim.
Have you switched camera views at all?
No, because it was when I had 2 up there, it was kind of.
Levi, we're muted or something.
Yeah, I went back. I don't know.
He's like, well, now there's no audio.
How's that? You're hearing us?
What a weird thing.
Tim, let us know. If you could be a professional in one sport, what would it be?
Probably basketball, man.
Nice.
I mean,
Fuck yeah, dude.
I played a lot of football. I played all the sports when I was a kid, but I guess
All of them?
Yeah, I played football, basketball. I did
I
track.
thought you were going to say professional wrestling.
All majors.
I did wrestling.
No, professional wrestling.
Oh,
Go again?
no,
What'd you
man,
do?
I was
All of
broken
them?
by the time I was 17. Nothing professional.
Fair enough.
What did you say? You did basketball, football?
Basketball, football, track, shot put, discus, javelin.
Bro, no, I'm
Sounds
saying,
familiar.
I'm surprised you didn't choose that
Did you play tennis?
Oh,
as like your professional.
Did you play tennis?
no, I play
Gotcha.
tennis now.
Gotcha. I got you in high school. That's good.
What, you got him?
I got him, done.
No, Levi's done it
I had
all,
the
dog.
tennis on there, baby.
Levi did so much in high school. That was ridiculous.
I even ran 3 100-meter relays. Yeah, it's because of the football.
I learned that just recently, by the way. And I was like, no way. Levi's like, yeah, dude.
I ran first, second, and third in both of them. 1, 2, 3. All the same meter. It was fucking just fun.
Monica, you're the best, man. Thanks for giving us the 9. She's a real one. She could have gave us a 10, but she's like, nah, you don't deserve the 10.
That's all right, dude. I didn't think.
I'll take a 9, dude. I was expecting like a 7, to be honest.
On the first computer with like, you know what I mean, shit going on. That's fine for me.
Yeah, me too. 100%.
Hey Tim, tell us stuff.
Yeah, no doubt. You got any question for us?
Yeah. What's up?
I mean,
because we are busy motherfuckers, bro. So
yeah, you can ask us a lot.
Like, if you gotta keep up with us,
we can tell you some gangster shit. We did a lot, dog.
I guess, fuck, what did you do after high school?
What did I do? I went to prison.
Oh.
No, for real though. I moved to Great Falls for a long time. I got with a girl that I was with for many years. Ended up having a kid named Brady. And
shout out to Brady.
Hell yeah, that's our dog, dude. He's 14 now. And after that, you know, I went to college. I went to college for political science, and I had to do some law degrees and some law classes and shit, just which was really interesting, which was neat. And during that time, actually, I was doing the best I ever was in my life, and I caught some felony charges because I was fucking, you know, also doing some other shit. And I got sent away. I had another baby in that process. I ended up getting out, going to Great Falls, and I've been here now, holding it down with Levi for a while, man. To like fast forward through all the highs and lows. But for the most part, man, I kept it real in Montana. I didn't really want to go anywhere because I just love this state. I want to die here. So I never traveled too far away from it, to be real.
That's a very good question. Why were those cops such dickheads earlier? I was just trying to get the media for you guys, man. And they're like, I ain't giving you an update.
But they would give KRTV an update.
Yeah, right.
Like, see, I'm a legitimate media.
And I had 40 people live,
credentials. Why didn't you show them?
Because if that's the answer I get, I ain't going to sit there and pursue talking to the police.
Why not? I would question them like you question us.
Because I don't talk to the police.
Hey, what are you doing when you
I never talk to the police, fool.
You just got to treat them like they're suspects.
Yeah, I think he was. He's like, yo, what the fuck is going on? You should have heard his live. It was legit. It was the best live news story.
I started singing. Okay, it's probably because I started singing The Jumper.
Oh, yeah. No, yeah, I think
that's probably
it. That got mixed responses, to be fair.
Yeah, it did. And guess what?
And you know what?
We made money on that live, boy. Fuck
hey, to be real, why don't we do something that we always do concerning that suicide's not a joke? Go ahead and get a suicide hotline number, pervert.
Oh, 881-811, Jesus Christ.
I'll hold this down.
Dude.
We just lost somebody recently in our family unit due to suicide, so we know suicide's not a joke.
It's always my phone that rings back.
We were fucking, Levi was doing the live broadcast today, but we didn't feel like that dude was doing
988.
He was trying to murder people. So what we thought, what Levi was saying, I thought it was appropriate, and it was funny.
What was it? I knew that wasn't the situation.
Right. What was the number?
A 988. So if
sir.
you're ever in trouble, it's 988. I fucked it up the last two. It's because I haven't looked it up for a while. But it is 988. If you need somebody, reach out. No joke.
Yeah, absolutely.
If I'm not up, Thailand probably is.
There you go. Yeah, I was just going to add that.
You know, and then if not, you know, there's random people that you never even heard of before. Just call the number. You know,
yeah, right. I mean, a lot of people feel like they get to know us through the podcast, whether they're strangers to us or not. And if you feel like you know us just by watching us and you're a fan, man, and you're feeling like you're in a dumpster and you want to put a gun in your mouth, don't. Just call us, get a hold of us, DM us. We answer back very quickly.
And that means the show, too. Not
100%,
just our originals. It dings everything. With that, what's up, Tim?
Very sweaty.
Tim's tripping, man. He's probably like, damn, I ain't never been on a podcast before, man.
No, I mean, it's not any. I'm really sweaty. Getting real hot.
Yeah, you want me to butt fuck or what? Hey, you're getting hot and sweaty, baby. You know how I get.
That's some good boys.
Don't get me
It's after midnight. It's getting wicked in here.
It is off limits now. You know, there's no limits.
After midnight?
Yeah. No, it's 11:10.
No, that's an hour behind.
That's an hour behind.
How is that an hour behind? Are we on the internet?
12:10. No, I don't know. It feels like we ain't the internet it up.
Wild.
Yeah, basically the same thing, dude. I graduated early, January 2013, and I've been in Great Falls since then. So I met my wife that summer and moved down here when I graduated.
Yeah, high school life.
And then
Essentially.
grinded my ass off to where I'm at now, and now I'm having a pretty good time.
Yeah, we're coming up. You know,
Like, look at my hair though, bro. I'm gray as fuck, so you know I went through it for a while. I'm not saying shit's easy.
Does that mean I had
quit
too
either.
good of a time because I'm not going gray?
I don't know.
I think, you know, out of all the bullshit, I just kind of always smiled through it, dude. You know, even as much as I wanted to kill myself at times, I just smiled through it and I knew that it'd get better eventually. Actually, I had a few attempts that were unsuccessful, obviously, but, you know, like, I'm just happy I'm here, man. I look back and I'm like, Levi, man, I don't got no gray hairs though. But I just look back and I'm like, well, I went through it, dude, but I'm happy I'm fucking here because I feel like we're shining now, baby.
Yeah, I feel like, so I got asked earlier by unknown, unnamed people that aren't here, wink, asking how long we've been doing this, right? And I said, well, technically in December it's technically 4 years, but
yes, sir.
nose to the grindstone, a year and a half.
Really putting the
Putting the fucking butter to the biscuit, bro.
Yeah.
A year and a half.
Year and a half. So
I mean, and right now
we were
it's just
fucking around
unfair.
before, man, and we gained a pretty strong following fucking around. But now we don't fuck around at all. Like, we're serious about this shit. This is our money. This is our life. We've given up a lot for it, and it's been rewarding for us because we really fucking have pushed forward what we've done.
Getting the recognition is there. Now we just got to get the fucking
dollars and cents.
the dollars and cents so we can go to the events to do coverage for shit that everyone wants to see.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So right now we're doing shit that we want to see, shit that we think is gonna be sick, and it all is sick. But like, say if we want to go to New York for some reason, go hang out with our boy Potter, we want to do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, hell yeah, dude. Shout out to David Potter, man. He had a killer podcast, man.
We want to watch Sean O'Malley fight in fucking August in Boston. We want to do that. You know what I mean?
David Potter, I think, just signed a contract with UFC.
Shout out to
I've
him.
seen it on his story. I don't know what it means. He didn't give me no details. I don't think he can talk about it or something yet, but he's pumped about it.
Well,
And
he's
shout
the
out to
man.
him,
Shout out to David Potter.
Yeah, dude, I don't know what it means, if he's going to be covering most of the media there, or if he's with Ariel Hawaii, or what the fuck he's doing, dude.
And if anyone doesn't know, if you're just randomly watching the show and you're here from like Kill Eagle and you haven't seen our YouTube channel lately, we are now running our Bare Knuckle show Friday nights on Fight World Live on Amazon Prime.
Yeah, excellent, man. I'm glad you dropped that. You know, you're going to be the first guest that we don't have to ask about sponsorships. So instead of like closing us out with sponsorships.
But he might have sponsorships.
Do you?
Or people you want to shout out.
That's what I was going to say. I was going to say shout out.
Labs.
I was going to say shout out for sure, dude.
Washington. Fucking, I guess Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love how you threw the list from there.
You know,
He said
well,
Mike
I mean, if he's gonna knock me out, I'm gonna get famous. So
There
if
you
he wants
go.
to come make me famous.
I think he's too nice to knock anyone out that he doesn't know.
Yeah, and you're not. You guys don't say you ain't like that dude on the plane.
Right,
Don't
he just
put
seems so
buttons
cool now.
I've never met him.
He seems legit. I'm not gonna speak for him, man. Maybe he's not.
on it. Yeah, maybe he's
Who
doing-
knows?
Maybe he's
People have
doing-
off days.
Yeah. And he do get clocked by him one of these times, dude.
Maybe.
Maybe he's a guy.
So Tim, what is your plan getting to where you're going? Tell
You
us.
know, yeah. What are you doing when you arrive in Tennessee, bro?
You know, I've got resumes out. I mean, obviously it's not a legal state, so I'm kind of looking in like the CBD industry, maybe going to a hemp farm. I don't know. I recently talked with someone about this. They make their own topicals and stuff like that, and she reached out because she didn't really know why a person from Washington would put in a resume in Tennessee. So he called me up and she was like, "Says you have kitchen experience." I was like, "Yeah, I'm making the gummies for Mike Tyson."
You're a chef, aren't you?
Yeah, I was a chef for 10 years.
Yeah. Okay. So you skipped over that, man.
That's the only, well, I mean, I would have just kept doing that shit if I didn't get arthritis.
Yeah, I did remember you saying that years ago when, you know, back when we talked a lot more than we do now. You know, that came to a close because of health reasons.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, what kind of food artistry were you into particularly?
Anything. I mean, when I first started learning, I guess it was mainly like breakfast stuff. So I mastered that craft. Every kind of egg, every kind of sauce you can make, basically hollandaise. It's the only fucking sauce you use for breakfast.
Yeah.
Fair.
I mean, I can make the 5
No,
mashed
I mean,
sauces.
don't eat gravy.
I love the gravies in the breakfast. I love
Yeah,
biscuits and
but
gravy.
gravy. So gravy
But that's not like a sauce. I
spawns
guess.
from bechamel, and bechamel is just that base white sauce with your roux in it, and then you stream that through a fucking cheesecloth. And
He would love talking to Rigo.
Mm.
Our boy Rigo's a chef as well. And
Yeah, he's a sous chef at Ember.
You chiffonade some fucking sage in there, and a bunch of like white pepper and some kosher salt, and you know the best fucking pork sausage you can get. Just let it cook.
that's what's up,
Oh,
man.
dude, that sounds like a good boy.
Good
Don't,
boy.
don't forget onion.
No.
Yeah.
Forget onion every time.
Every time. You can leave it out on purpose and then shit on it and then shit on it again.
And then throw it out the window and see if it sticks to a car.
Yep.
And then wreck that car, burn it down, and leave the onion in it.
I agree. And then burn it down. After you burnt it down, put the burnt car in the river with the onion inside the river.
And then put a pack of onion seeds in the trunk.
Are you telling me that you guys
Hate onions
haven't
with the passion?
changed to enjoy onions yet?
None.
Not even grilled onion.
I've tried it all.
I'd say,
I've given every type of
I
onion
love
a chance, and I hate
Burger
them.
King
Thank
onion
you.
rings. That's because there's like no onion in them. It just tastes like something good.
Breading.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, no, I hate onions. Dude. I think is
That's
the
crazy,
worst
man.
taste in all foods.
Yep.
Superiority. Yeah.
Hmm.
It's so the grossest food in the food
What
world.
about mushroom?
I like
Yeah.
mushrooms. Yeah.
Hmm.
Weird.
I mean, they're both.
I'll do onion powder and some shit.
I will agree.
Onion powder
I'll
and
do
some
onion
shit.
seasoning.
I don't
onion
like
powder.
onions, but I like onions.
It's a texture thing for me.
Is
as
it-
well.
Artificial flavor.
I have a texture thing. I don't like the slime, like the little thing. I just don't like onions, dude. I don't know how to say it.
If you guys didn't notice, Tim has the reverse Hitler too.
Yeah. I'm the oddball today. I'm also the small individual. I have the mustache that goes all the way across. And now we got the two bigger cut, like one's a cousin, one's a brother, with the same mustache.
Bombed up with that beard, Wisconsin backwoods.
Levi, do you have much more?
Dude, I'm cross-eyed and I gotta get up in 4 hours. I'm good.
I fucking hear you, baby. So why don't we close this out with some sponsorships? Shout out to Guerrilla Warfare, the best fight wear in the fight gang. If you are looking to look like us, check out Guerrilla Warfare apparel. Use our promo code TWB10 and save 10% off at checkout. And that goes for your overhaul purchase in general. Also, shout out to the Halftime Sports Bar and Grill. They are the best sports bar in Great Falls, Montana. They also have Taco Tree on the inside. Stop and get a cold one and grab a fucking taco.
And come watch fights with us, dude. We invite everybody all the fucking time. We get sick of that shit. Show up.
They are now showing BKFC at the halftime. Pull up, come see the champ, come see the bust. We like to kick it there. That's our spot.
That's
3,
the dude.
shout out to Hudson's Trash Removal. If you have any garbage in your life, including your old lady,
Oh my god, I have his card.
make sure you hit up Hudson's Trash Removal and he'll remove all the garbage out of your life. And even if your girlfriend complains about it, you don't have to tolerate it because Hudson's taking care of it.
And we ain't gonna tell about it.
That's fucking right. Number 4, make sure that you check out
20 past 4.
your one-stop vape and head shop. We got 5 locations now, 2 in Great Falls, 1 in Billings, 1 in Helena, and now in Prescott, Arizona. Now, also, shout out to Jamie.
I don't know if it is Prescott. It sounds right, but it might.
I'm gonna roll with it. Shout out to Jamie St. Martin, been holding this down since the moment we had this idea. So shout out to her. And then also shout out to Beard Wisconsin, the best oil and balm fucking essentials for your beard. They have great merch, hats, hoodies, t-shirts. They're out of Wisconsin.
Oh, that's fucking dope. Look at that.
From Montana to Wisconsin, baby. They'll be holding us down. We hold them down. If you shop with them for your beard essentials and your man hair shit, make sure you use our promo code weekly15, and that will save you 15% off at checkout as well. Anything else am I missing, Lee?
Yeah. Speaking of the champ, go get yourself a fish pipe. Go get yourself a bobber grinder. Go to catchahigh.com and use our promo code catch TWB to save yourself 10% off. Every one of those you get are handled by the champ, Kai Stewart.
Yeah, the Outcast. Also, don't forget when you the watch on Facebook primarily, but maybe on IG as well. Watch the stories. Sip Invasion, your newest drink stand shop in Great Falls. You're gonna see them all over the Montana region.
We'll even be out at the winter events because nothing can scare me.
Nothing stops at all. Okay, well, I think that's enough of the sponsorships. I'm starting to feel a lot like NASCAR. I love you, and I'm so happy you had joined us for the Weekly Bust. It's been great to have you, and you've been a great guest.
Thanks, man. Thanks for having me.
All right, now one time for the culture, me and Tim are going to stand up.
Oh, yeah, one time for the culture. What up?
Fucking arthritis.
Oh, my gosh. Look at this, is wild. Not. One time for the old
And
boys.
I'm 6'3", almost 6'4".
There you go.
All right. Hell yeah, buddy. All right. We are the Weekly Bust.
I'm busting all over your chest.
And your ass.